What is going on, guys? Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to another episode of Creating a Legacy with FC United Manchester. So we are nearing the end of August 2028. So before anything, let's check out the fixtures you've missed. Then we'll talk about the league campaign so far and check out today's live com. So the opening day defeat didn't get much better when we came up against Chesterfield in the League Cup first round. It got to the 67th minute and they actually managed to score two very quick back-to-back goals. The first one then come from a nice build-up play by them. Definitely was really impressive how they worked the ball around. And again, though, running off one of our centre-backs, which seems to be a regular occurrence last season and already happening this season, they took the first goal away. And then we come straight from kick-off here. Nielsen loses it, comes to Dodd. Comes back to Dodd after a couple of side tackles, but then they pick it up. Smith goes up to Aqua. Magnuson to Dodd. We look like we're playing the ball okay. Lane does lose it. We did play fairly weak inside here, guys, but I honestly did hope that we were going to still get through in this, especially at home. But these two quick fire goals was extremely disappointing. Again, runs off Riddle and tucks it away. That's two times now he's run off him and managed to tuck away goals within the space of a minute. So we did get back into it, but we couldn't manage to find the equaliser. But our only goal of the game was here. Dodd up to Nielsen. Nielsen was waiting for Billy Wades, but the pass wasn't on. He turns back. Nielsen to Dodd to Lane through to Armstrong. Armstrong tucks away on his right foot, made it 2-1, but we did go out with the Captain One Cup. That was followed up with a home tie against Barnsley. After two back-to-back defeats, it was nice to get a game at home with a full-strength squad, and we managed to get ourselves a victory. Our young Norwegian in Nielsen manages to get the winner here as well. Billy Waders lays it through. Nielsen tucks it away. 1-0 FC United. This was disappointing. We managed to go down 2-0 to our former feeder club, Burton Albion. Really disappointing that this actually happened, and the fact that these were in League 2 last season, we were in the Championship. It was at home. We were the favourites, and it was just really, really disappointing how poor we were, guys. They obviously went 1-0 up with the penalty. But then this, right at the end, again running in from behind. So that was followed up with this game against Rotherham, away from home. And we managed to completely dominate this game from start to finish. Burton with a beautiful finish, one-on-one with the keeper. And that made it 1-0 to us in the 31st minute. Second goal of the game comes here with Reese to Palmerson. That's up to John. John plays the long ball up to Nielsen. Nielsen getting down the wing. He goes to play it back, but he is intercepted. Barton picks it up, he plays it long, but Boateng steps in. That's into Simpson, that's to Burton. Burton's taking it to the corner of the box, plays the ball up to the back post. It is too deep, but John can recycle it, goes back to Palmerson. Palmerson into John, John into Dodd, and we go 2-0 up away at the New York Stadium. The third goal here, it was obviously set piece here. Nielsen to Boateng, goes back to Riddle, goes to Simpson, he goes into Burton, goes wide to Sheevan, and this was tucked away by Nielsen, and that was just some beautiful football, absolutely beautiful. So they managed to get back into it, and it's all from one of our corners, which it's always disappointing when you count it on like this. So Barton's running down the wing, he goes inside to Terrell. He goes to the back post, Wheeler loses it, but Palmerson can't get to the second ball. They play to the back post, 3-1 FC United Manchester. So guys, as you see there, we've obviously won 2, lost 2 in the league, and we out the Captain One Cup. Not the best start. We're sitting in 12th place currently. As I said, it's not the best start, but we managed to pull it back. The victory against Rotherham was needed after that Burton defeat. We're playing Ebbsfleet, who've yet to win this season. Then 22nd. Then we have another home tie. We're coming up against MK Dons. The McDons, who are early on, they've won 1, lost 1, drew 2. So they've not had the best start as well. But let's focus on Ebbsfleet today before anything. So just going through this first off. Nobody's got more than 1 goal, but a few people have the 1 goal. We have Nilsson, that's going to be a mouthful, and make sure we don't mix them two up. Burton, Simpson, Armstrong and Dodd have all got 1 goal. Assists wise, again, Nobody's got more than one, but a lot of people have one. So you've got John, Alan Lane, Billy Waders, Sheevin, Nielsen and Burton. Top player who's performing early on in the season is John with a 7.85, justifying me deciding to keep him. Dodd with a 7.80, 7.53 from Burton, Palmerson, Reed, Simpson, Lane, Waders, and Bram Ellison's down there with only 7.0, which is quite disappointing because he normally controls games. So hopefully his form is going to step up. So looking at the team for today, we're going to be going with Reese. Just check and make sure there's nothing. I actually want to stick you on instead of Alan Lane, I'm thinking. So we're going to go Reese, Sheevin, Riddle, Boateng, Palmerson, Reed, Ellison, then Simpson, Burton, John and Nielsen, with our young Thomas Nielsen out injured. One thing, we've got a new signing. We have a loan signing. I don't know if you saw notice that. Michael O'Neill. He's come in as third choice centre back. We needed another centre back and this was the option. I'm really impressed. He's a decent player, so got him in on loan, costing us just under 1,000 a week. I think he's worth it and I'm happy to have him in. He's coming from local rivals MK Dons in terms of league rivals, sorry, not local. I do apologise about that. So far I'm not overly delighted with trying a new tactic. We kind of trying to be a bit more creative and so far it's been very hit and miss. Hopefully playing Ipswich here can convince us this tactic is one to stick with long term. Playing the two strikers, I was hoping we'd get a lot more goals. So far playing the two strikers, the shadow striker and striker, and then the two attacking wingers. Nobody's got more than one goal. And we've played 5 competitive matches. So kind of makes you think a bit more about 5 and 5. The fact that it's a lot more solid and you score just as little. But let's see if the Rotherham was like a springboard for us to push on now and see if we can start looking a lot more threatening in front of goal. So Burton intercepts. He's running with a ball in, slide and tackle from Nielsen, and we go 1-0 up. What a way to score the first goal. It was like a slide and tackle to get in front. We'll take that. We will take that. Assist from Burton. Okay, Riddle picks it up. He goes into Reed, to Burton again, to Ellison, to John. Where's John going? He's going to go back to Burton. That's into Simpson. We are 2-0 up, guys. FC United Manchester 2, Ebbsfleet 0, and I'm happy with that. That's a decent start, and we'd actually only be 2 points off top if all results stayed how they are. We can dream. Dominating possession, dominating shots. Really happy so far. I mean, if we can continue this. Ellison to Nielsen, back heels it. John, oh, that would have been a beautiful goal. Absolutely beautiful. John with the ball in. Ellison with the running header. Unfortunately, he doesn't score it, but definitely nice to watch. Reed to Burton. Simpson picks it up. He goes over the top to Burton. Burton goes back post. John saved it, but John tucks away on the rebound. We are 3-0 up after 23 minutes, guys. Happy with that. This would be 3 wins in 5, which starts to look a lot better than 2-2. I do apologise, guys. I really did think my phone was on silent. Make sure I turn that down. There we go. Sorry about that. They've not had a single shot. I mean, there's nothing to change at half time. I'm pleased with how it's going. Go back out there. We've looked decent. 60% possession, 75% pass completion, 10 shots to then none. I don't think I can. There's nothing to complain about. There's nothing for me to sulk about. That doesn't have nothing. We're going to bring on Diallo up top, and Billy Waders is going to come on for John, and we're also going to take off Burton and bring on Pedro. Get him some match fitness, I think, for this final 20 minutes here. I would like another goal. I think it would be nice if we can get another one, especially when the first 3 came in 23 minutes, but set piece from Pedro, and it's cleared. So Ward picks it up, he's running with it, the whistle's gonna go. The whistle is going to go. Boateng wins it. Pedro goes to Palmerson. Back to Pedro. Long ball forward. Whistle's gone. FC United Manchester 3. Ebbsfleet 0. Superb victory. Really, really happy with that. That gives us a bit more of a comfortable look just outside the playoffs. 1 point outside the playoffs. Recent form's been a lot better. Hopefully we can push on now. Chase down them top two. As I say, I want to bounce straight back up. Relegation was something I'd never expected. I really did think we had the ability to stay up, so we need to bounce back up. No matter, I know the expectations only top half, but I think we need to bounce back up. I really want to do Wimbledon, but I can't come back so early. I think, yeah, we're going to come back for Luton away. It's quite a tough tie. Luton are quite a big club with a lot of history, so it'd be nice to battle our club against theirs. So thank you for watching, guys. Do appreciate it. Remember, if you've liked what you saw, hit that like button. And we will see you tomorrow, where we play Luton away from home in League One in 2028.